Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How is everybody doing today? So, today I have a bit of a haul. I was at Michael's and I was very excited. Now, I said this in the vlog you probably saw yesterday. I'm not sure when this is coming out, but previously, because I planned for the vloggy to be the first one so that we have some stuff to talk about. So if you haven't seen that one, go join the discussion because I do ask for some opinions and such in that one. Anyway, I went to Michael's that way because that Michael's, as opposed to this Michael's or that Michael's, tends to get some of the newer stuff. Now, did they have Halloween out? Yes. Did they have some summerween out? Yes. Did they have the new yarns from Caron? Also, yes. So, with all of that excitement, because you guys know me, you guys know me, all they had to do really was throw in Stranger Things and I would have been in absolute heaven, right? In all that excitement, do you think that I thought twice or even once about filming anything? No, I did not. I will rectify that because when I get maybe my next paycheck, I plan to go back again. This is bad. But, I mean, only because I want to show you what I got. Because I feel like I corralled myself okay. Especially considering this was like my, kind of like birthday trip to Michael's. And I had coupons. So I rang my stuff up in 2 different orders. Now, the first thing that they had, let me just say, oh, that didn't belong there. That was from my mailbox today. The first thing that they had that I absolutely had to get was the smash cakes. I'd seen them in a lot of groups. I've been talking to Erin from Crafting Kitty a ton about the new Caron cakes. And I had to have one. I had to have some. I had to get my hands on them, and once I did, I had to have them. Now, I went for, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like rainbowy mixed with black, which you would think is right up my alley. And it is. It was beautiful. Like, honestly, had space and money been not factors, I probably would have gotten both of them. But I didn't get that one. I got, what's the color before I show it to you? Oh, that's not what I thought it was called. All right. This is called Blackberry. But look at this. I mean, this is still very Heather. It's got like electric purple, the kind of electric purple that's almost a blue. Like it's got a neon pink. It's got purples in different hues. And then it's got black mixed in also. Like here's a black and pink right there. Is black and pink the only? No, there's a black on the bluish electric purple kind of color too. So the black is marled in here at random intervals. Like I said, this is called Blackberry. Now let's talk real quick about what is a Caron smash cake, right? It's Caron smash cake. For those of you who have not heard so far, where are the details, sir? Okay. They're medium 4-weight, which I agree. I did just show you. They're kind of like, I like to use Red Heart Super Saver as not for the feel, but because a lot of people are already familiar with a 4-weight as far as Red Heart Super Saver, and they're like a robust 4-weight. So they're a nice, substantial 4-weight. They're not like some of these really thin yarns that say they're 4-weight for the fuzz factor. They're not. They're substantial. How many times can I say substantial in this sentence? Or in this video? They are 100% acrylic, so I know that's good news for some of you guys. And they're very, very, very soft. They are so squishy and wonderful. This cake is 8.0 ounces, which is 227 grams. It's 432 yards, which is 395 meters. I already said it's a 4-weight. They do suggest a 5mm knitting needle and a 5.5mm crochet hook. It is machine washable and dryable. You cannot triangle, Erin. You cannot triangle. Isn't that beautiful? Now, there was no sale this week, which in a way worked out for me because I had coupons. I had a coupon for one item that had 25% off, I think it was. Does it say on here? 25% off any one regular price item. So this was one transaction. The normal price on these, does it not actually say the normal price anymore? I believe the normal price on these is like $12.99. Because what my receipt says is that it's, oh yeah, there it is, regular $12.99. It was in like tiny, tiny print. And then it says 25% off. You saved $3.25, making it $9.74 with the tax of 58 cents. It was $10.32. So still like, am I crazy, or did Caron Cakes used to be $9.99? Like most of their expensive yarn used to be $9.99, right? I know we got like inflation and all that fun stuff that, you know, I know, but I'm saying like the coupon basically made it regular price from back in the day anyway. But there it is one more time. And like I said, that is one transaction that I had. So right now, unless you have a coupon, there are no sales going on. Like I'm filming this August 26th. This week anyway, there's no sales. Not at mine anyway. Then I put everything else in a different transaction. I did get these mellow cream pumpkins because they're basically caramel corn, or caramel corn? Not caramel corn. Candy corn, which I am a candy corn fan, but I'm a bigger candy corn fan in the form of the mellow pumpkins. I really like these. Now, normally Walmart has like a whole bag of the Brock's, and this is Brock's brand, obviously. Like, obviously. They have like a whole, I don't know, like full-size package. I know this is a complete package, but I always buy it, and I always end up eating this much or less. Not that I don't like them, it's just they're very sweet, right? So like I only reach for them once in a while. But I really, really love them. So this one is going to be my yearly pumpkin purchase. I don't see myself eating another package of them, but you know, maybe. Regardless, the other thing in this bag is I just showed you these, but I got, so now I have 2, 3, and 4 of the same color, because I decided instead of getting like smaller amounts, I would get enough for, I'm assuming this, especially because I think I'm going to mix it with black. And it should be, you know, a decent size blanket. And if not, hopefully there's still time to get a little bit more of it. But I really did want to get the other, I want to say it's called like Candy Shop, or I could be wrong about that, but the more rainbowy one, they were all beautiful. There was like greens, and I need to go back and actually film it for you guys is what I need to do. There was one that looked like a watermelon because it was like white, green, black, and red. Or like dark pink. It was pretty. That one reminded me of is it Premier Fruits? They did like a sock and a thicker weight version of. Anyway, that's what it reminded me of, because I bet it works up like that. So we'll see how this works up, but it is very soft. It is very nice. I really like it. And I do hope to get a few more or the rainbowy color before, you know, I'm scared with Michaels. That's what I was telling David. I'm scared with Michaels that it's just going to be gone. You know, like they put out, was it the first year they put out cloud cakes? I think and the crystal cakes. Some of the stores never got the crystal cakes, or never got like certain colors of them. My store didn't have very many of them. Did my store have them at all, or did I just get them online? In fact, I might have just gotten mine online. But they were like, I don't know, there were some stories about it being like lost in a freighter. So it was one of the times that they on the canal or something, the boat had stuff backed up, and I don't know what was true and what was not true, but they didn't seem to have enough inventory of it. So I was scared. And since then I have been scared if there's something that I've really wanted. Like they did have the slice of anniversary cakes. They're like the anniversary colors from last year. A few of them they've taken and made a smaller cake. Like I want to say more manageable, but I mean, I really feel like it's a decent, even though it's expensive, it's yardage per price. It's decent compared to all of this other yarn, right? But it is a smaller, more manageable for your pocket for sure size. And it is the anniversary yarn. I know they took the bookstore, and I want to say the rainbowy white one that I have is called Prism, but I might be wrong. Those two colors for sure they had. I've seen the purpley green one. I don't know if the store had it out yet, but then they also have the same yarn, the same feel, the same thickness in coordinating solid colors. So if you want to like stripe in some, I saw yellow, blue, red. I know there were other colors, but those are the ones that struck me. So if you want to stripe in, complementary solid colors or whatever, they got you covered on those. So those were there. I'm kind of afraid they're going to be gone before I ever get around to getting more of them, because I'm a little obsessed right now, to be honest, with the smash cakes. But the other thing that I got, and I was dying for this because when they released them the last two times, I was absolutely in love with them. But I picked up some of the new macchiato cake colors. I didn't pick up 4 of each like I did with the smash cakes. But I think, honestly, I was talking again to Erin. She's my enabler. I want to make, like, the only sweaters I have are ones that I have kind of like free-handed, and that's probably what I would do again, honestly. But I want to make a sweater out of these so badly. The macchiato cake is, they say it's a 5-weight. Here, let me show you the color first, and then we'll talk about the details of it, shall we? This is in the colors, is it Sunset? Blazing Sunset. But look at this beautiful, tell me that is not gorgeous. It is a blazing sunset. It's an autumnal sunset. It's very, very pretty. And if they made a macchiato cake in solid black, I would definitely pair it with that. It's very pretty. These things are soft too. They call it a 5-weight. It's a roving yarn. So in some spots it absolutely is. Like that's either a healthy 4 right there or a pretty thin 5. There are going to be some spots where it's, I'm trying to find one right now, but this one's pretty uniform looking, for at least from the outside looking in. Look at this strand. If the camera will pick out the different colors, look at that. That is gorgeous. It's so pretty. I wish I had picked up, and they may still have them in the store so I can, but there was a color when they were doing some clearancing out of colors. I picked up a crap ton of the like greenish color. I can't remember the name of that. And I don't know if they have that around anymore, because it's not in the new cakes, there are some greens. It's not that I'm talking about. It's from the first year they had them. But there was also one that I think was called Wheat, and I don't know if it's around anymore. But it's like this, it's the only one that's really, really neutral. Like the fall colory one that previously, besides like these, I also can't think of the name of it. I have some of that. And yes, it's neutrals, but this was like as close to monotone, like creamy wheat colored white that you can get. It was still a little bit of marley variegation, but not very much. Like it was pretty light. I wish I'd gotten that, because I think mixing that with these would have been nice. Or like I said, if they had like a brown or a black, that would be awesome. Anyway, 5-weight. They do suggest a 6mm knitting needle or a 6mm crochet hook for these. They are 80% acrylic and 20% wool. So I know that's a bummer for some of you guys, because they're so pretty. They're so pretty. This is 8.0 ounces, 227 grams, 481 yards, which is 440 meters. It does say hand wash and lay flat to dry, but I can tell you right now, in the future, in the past, I have done like what happens if we ignore the label type of videos. And I'm going to be doing that with this because I want to make sweaters and blankets and things, and I don't want to hand wash and lay flat. Now I can tell you, like, I know almost all of the Big Twist yarn had it, so I didn't, like, most of us, a lot of us have washed like Big Twist Value in the past, and it's been fine, and dried it, and it's been fine. An example I like to use is my Hopper cabin blanket the recreation from Stranger Things. That's probably 75% Big Twist Value. I've washed it, I've dried it, it's fine. There's no reason. I fully plan, or I did do, a lot of you have probably seen it because it was a pretty popular video. The Big Twist Supernova. I did squares of that, measured them, made different stitches in a couple squares, washed them, remeasured them, etc., etc. We checked stitch definition and all that fun stuff. And they came out fine. There was a little fuzz to it because it is a roving yarn, but other than the like halo-y fuzz, they're fine. So my bet is, I know that I haven't done a video on it, but like, you know how much I love Scarfy. Scarfy also washes fine. At least in any experience that I have had or that people I've made for have had, it's fine. It halos up a little, the same as with the Supernova, but it's fine. My bet is that macchiato cakes do the same. So we're going to try it. We're going to try it. Not today, but we are going to do that in the future. Because like I said, I want to make bigger things that I don't want to hand wash, hand dry, and all that stuff. Hand dry, lay flat to dry. Oh, I didn't tell you where this was made in India. The smash cakes were made. Were you also India? India. So far, both of these have been made in India. Well, the other thing I got was another, we won't have to talk details because it was another macchiato cake. But anyway, Blazing Sunset. So pretty, right? Right? So I got that one and a second one because I figured if nothing else, this would be a pretty decent hat and scarf. Like, I'm really bad at measuring stuff. So for those of you who know better than me, which I'm sure there's many of you, you can laugh at me and tell me 1 is enough if you want, or tell me I'm dumb and 2 is not enough. But I think 2 would make a decent hat and scarf if I never get another one. I didn't want to just have 1, right? Or 2 would be a good start. Like, I'd have to mix it with other colors, but 2 would be a good start to a blanket in square form, or if I striped it with other stuff or something like that. So I was happy with getting 2 in case that's all I ever get. The other one was another color of macchiato cake that I got, and it is called Glowing Grapefruit. And hello, look at that. First of all, I love pink and orange mixed together. I may not be I'm not a pink hater, but I may not be clearly, like, I may not always be I'm not that person's like, I want pink everything and I want pink, 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 pink. That's not me, but I do appreciate and love a good pink, especially if it's going to be mixed with orange. And so I love this. And also Lion Brand had, I don't even remember what it was called. I remember they sold it at Walmart because it was when my grandma had bought me some yarn when I first started crocheting. And I remember it came in, I'm pretty sure it came in like little balls. Could be wrong about that, but I think it did. And it was probably a 5-weight yarn, and it was pink and orange, and it was roving-ish also. I don't think I have any of it left, even like a little scrap. But I loved that yarn. I made a knitting needle holder. Oddly enough, it was crocheted, but I made a knitting needle holder from it. Yeah, somebody else got that. And it's not, I didn't use it. I used a different, like a box for my knitting needles. Anyway, not the point. But it was this is like sort of reminiscent, not exactly, but like that was marled with the two colors twisted together, and there was like a lighter, either a really light pink or like a white color. So, I mean, it's reminiscent. It's like an homage to it. So I really loved this color. And again, it's called Glowing Grapefruit. Plus it's very neon-y, right? And I got a second one of those. So pretty. I love it. They're beautiful. Again, if I had that wheat color, I think these would mix really well with it because they'd really pop out. You know, I think that wheat color makes any of these really pop out. So, anyway, that's what I got. Oh, there's my receipt. That's what I got at Michael's. Then I had, where is my coupon on this one? Like, I had a $10 voucher to start with. And then I had 20% off all regular price purchases. So I wanted to, in case it wouldn't take both, I wanted to do a separate purchase for the one smash cake. But then with the $10 voucher and with the coupon, it's, let's see, this yarn and the pumpkins that I got came up to $70.02. So not bad, because I'm pretty sure before everything the total was over 100. It was really 66.23, and then with the tax it went up to 70. So really not bad. But yeah, okay, so that's everything that I got from Michael's today. Let me know, you guys, have you seen or gotten any of the new macchiato colors? I wanted them all. They're all gorgeous. Have you seen or gotten to touch any of the smash cakes? Because they're so soft. Like, I think the macchiato cakes are really soft too, even though they have 20% wool. Whatever. Like, for me, whatever. I know some of you guys are allergic, so you're like, not whatever, Heather. I know. I am trying to be sensitive to that, because I know it sucks. I know there's the alpaca yarn that I had that made me itchy. I really loved the yarn, but so I do get it. I guess the anniversary cakes aren't out anywhere yet, from what I've heard, and that they plan on doing it in different installments. They said over the seasons or over the holidays or something. So kind of like if they're out now, maybe they won't be later, but maybe there'll be other ones out later, is what I'm getting from that. I don't know any more than anyone else does. But yeah, but anyway, I just thought I would show you what I got and see like what you guys got or want, or like what is your favorite of, like, for those who have tried anniversary cakes compared to these, or, you know, or even just from what I got, like, what is your favorite? Let me know. So on that note, I'm going to let you go, and I will talk to you soon. Love you guys. Bye.